Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Anthony Reed. This is episode 249. It is the second to last episode in the Battle of Mughamara story arc, and things are getting spicy. I want to give a big shout out to our patrons at patreon.com/adventureinc who make this show happen. Patrons like Kyle, Adam, Darik, Kayla, Brendan, James, and Dave. Without our patrons, we would be sad. We would be sad individuals without our patrons. They do so much for us. They just give support to us in probably, as far as our lifetimes go, unprecedented times of difficulty. They've been there to support us and help us along the way, and we cannot thank them enough. And if you get value out of the show, you want to pitch some value back into us, that's the way to do it. Head over to patreon.com/adventure. Head over to patreon.com/adventureinc. I've butchered the end of this, but the reality is that we are so grateful to them, and we try to do everything we can to provide value back to our patrons, to give a little extra to them. This show has been incredible to be a part of over the last 5 years. It's phenomenal that now we are 12 episodes away from the finale of the first campaign, and the support and the love that we've gotten from everybody has just been amazing. And there are other ways to support the show too. If you can't do it financially, one of the best ways is to be part of our community. Just come and join the Discord. There are links in the show notes. There's links on our website, adventureincpod.com, for you to be able to join our Discord and just come be part of that fun. Come hang out with us, talk to us. The whole community there is just an awesome little community that is I'm so proud of and so happy to be a part of. Or to tell other people about the show. If you know other people who you think would enjoy it, that's a great way to help support it also. So there's a lot that you can do to give back to the show if you get value out of it. And we hope that you do, because it's been a lot of fun to make, and we are just so thrilled that people are digging it as we come into the home stretch. So, all right, let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and scoundrels, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth the monk.
On a lighter subject, how's the whole corruption of the Iora Church going?
On a lighter subject?
Yeah.
Jebeddo the rogue.
We're basically family. So do you want to admit to your family that all you want to do is learn how to read so that you can read pornos?
Jennuvera the sorcerer.
Oh my god, guys, it worked! The plan worked!
High five!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! We should have a plan more often!
Asher the druid barbarian.
With my nipples? Why are my nipples not convincing?
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. Keth, you move like the wind out of this room. You bolt up the stairs with, you presume, Asher right behind you. And as you turn the corner into the hallway, you realize that the doorway to this barracks have been stuffed with lizard folk and gnolls. It is sealed up with the creatures that have being shoved in by the robots outside, to the point where they're shoving them in the windows now. And those are stuffed as well. Like, bodies are just getting pushed into the building. You hesitate for half a second, and then the floor beneath you gives way as an explosion of fire blasts out from the floor underneath your feet. You take 100 damage as you are blasted against the building, and the building collapses down around you. Jennuvera and Jebeddo, you hear a loud boom, and the ground around the basement shakes, dirt falling from the ceiling above you.
All right, kid, I think that's the sign.
Yeah, let's go.
And so Jebeddo stands up, dusts himself off, walks up the stairs and out the front door. He takes one last bite of his hardtack and throws it as he exits the building.
Okay. His snack just tosses it.
Yeah.
You step out to watch as the front doors are basically bang, bang, bang against the front doors. To your left, the smoldering crater of the building, which has collapsed in down on itself. There are still some lizard folk and gnolls running around, and the robots are pushing them onto the pile of rubble where the barracks once were. And you see, what you don't see is Asher or Keth.
So that's probably fine because they're probably still invisible. If they didn't have to attack anyone.
Or maybe they're around the back. Maybe they're on the other side of the thing. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Clug materializes in front of you.
Oh.
There's a problem. Asher and Keth, they're still in there. There's another secondary explosion as a blast of red energy bursts out, fire blowing back, tossing debris. And Asher rises up in a flaming form, the phoenix potion within his veins burning as he had taken 200 damage from being in front of the explosion and died instantly, but is now re-risen again here, standing before
Asher, yeah,
full health now.
And
Full
Asher stands up, covered in smoke and ash, his hair swept back, and he gives Jennuvera 2 big thumbs up.
Where's Keth?
Where's
Jebeddo
Keth?
Where's Keth? Asher yells.
You look around, Asher, you don't see him anywhere near you.
Clug. Can you do the thing that you did to find Keth before?
He's buried under the building.
Okay.
Keth, give me your first death saving throw.
So the orc ability allows me to pop up at 1, and then the Phoenix potion happened. I imagine I took that.
Yeah, that's how that works. So you pop up at
Sure.
1. You open your eyes underneath this rubble, and you're buried, but you're alive. And then there's just this wash of fire, secondary fire that washes over you, and then you fall unconscious again. Give me your first death saving throw.
Oh, screw Asher. 9.
That's 1 in the death column.
That's a bad one.
Yep.
When I rematerialize with my Phoenix potion, do my wild shapes return?
No.
Okay, good to know.
Jebeddo runs to the rubble, and he grabs one of the robots and he shakes it and he says, "No, we gotta find Keth now. Stop putting the bodies on there. Find Keth."
It continues to push bodies into the rubble.
Jebeddo's patting his pockets to check and see it, but there's not another control rod. We only had the 2.
The doors are still bang, 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 and then boom, the doors burst open, and your group from outside comes pouring in, a fighting retreat from the units, the army that is pushing back to hold the line at the door. They know, so they're still holding that off, protecting that, and the rest of the group that you brought comes charging over to you, and they say, "What's going on? What's happening?"
Keth's in here.
We gotta find Keth. Clug, can you just hover where he is?
Clug moves quickly over to where Keth is, floating through the air, and
Like
zips down.
Dolphins swimming
Yeah.
through the debris.
Yeah. And like zips down underneath and then like pops back up. And then from over the walls, Elatrix comes screaming down in his coatl form. Lanier like looks at him, and you see that there is something passing between them. And Elatrix smashes down into the ground and like pops up underneath. Rubble sprays everywhere, and Keth's body comes up over on the back of Elatrix. Keth, give me another saving throw.
Ooh, different D20.
Oh my god.
19.
Okay.
See,
I was so fucking nervous he was gonna roll
Yeah.
a 1.
that counts as
auto?
2, I think,
That-
right?
That's auto too.
Counts as 2.
The minute I see Keth burst out, I cast what the frick is the spell? I'm glad I didn't cast Find the Path, that's for sure. Because I cast Heal, and heal Keth for 70 hit points. If he was blind, deaf, or diseased, he's not anymore. So it's fine.
He's just
Keth, suddenly like life bursts into your chest, and you just feel that breath like hot and searing push back into your lungs, and your eyes are cleared. You know, there's a lot of dust in your eyes, and they're just cleared out.
Yeah, you're all good.
Keth like squints at those bright sunlight. It's too bright. It's like painfully bright.
No, it's actually perfectly bright. It's the right bright for you to be able to see. It's great.
Just had dust in his eyes for his entire life.
Your astigmatism is gone.
I fixed your mild cataracts. It's fine.
Oh, wow. That's actually a great use of that. So, Keth like gasps air in for the first time, thinking, "Oh my goodness!" And he looks around and just sees the chaos and debris, but also his friends.
And you are flying on the back of Elatrix, who is still has not come down to land.
So he just looks around and sees Sky, and he's like, "Holy shit!"
Is this heaven?
Oh, Elatrix, you're here too. Thank goodness. This isn't like the last time we went. Maybe the Death Realm changed since we closed the gate.
Elatrix lands with the rest of the group around you, and then he like drops you off and transforms back into his Elatrix that you all know. He is badly scraped up, even still, but he's standing there with you.
Are we? We're not all dead, right? That would suck. This is real, right?
I was dead for a second, and then I exploded. It hurt.
Wait,
Both of them hurt,
Like a
honestly.
big red fire. That
I don't know which fire I was. I know there was a big red fire.
yeah, I woke up for a second after the first explosion, and then there was a second explosion. Was that you?
No, it technically was Jebeddo, because it was a phoenix potion.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, hey, guys.
You killed me. You killed me. That's what you.
I didn't mean to.
What a great betrayal this is.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Jennuvera says, "What were you thinking?" And then she hugs Asher and Cass.
I have so much dust in my eyes. I'm sorry I didn't see you coming.
Really? Because I see perfectly right now. You all look Oh, Jebeddo, Jennuvera, you
had
look
a great
terrible.
plan.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, you. Oh my God, you
You're
guys are
covered in blood.
What did you
Yeah.
do?
What? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it didn't go super smooth for us either.
it's not ours.
That's not
Okay,
any
good,
better. Well, I
but-
guess that is better.
We've been in wars and you were cleaner.
Yeah, it turns out when you have to fight things close, it's gross.
Yeah, it's messy.
Oh, hey, Jebeddo. And I reach into my stuff and I hand you a very sticky yo-yo. It's like, I saved this for you, bud.
my lucky yo-yo!
Sorry.
Just as you yell my lucky yo-yo, the doors to the main tower burst open and two creatures come out. One with a small head on top of a hulking body, and the second, a large head on top of a much smaller, still growing body, comes walking out of the tower.
What the hell is that?
Roll initiative.
Fuck.
You're the weirdest person, Anthony.
I rolled a 20, so 21.
Oh my god. I got an 18.
No. Yeah, I've got a 23.
Jesus Christ.
Now
17.
it's not. Sorry. It's not the giant knoll head
Yes.
on different.
Yeah, it's the knoll head
it's
is
a
growing
Mary
a
and
small
Joseph.
body, and the body is growing a head.
Oh my god.
So, if I have this correctly, it's Keth, Asher, Jennuvera, Jebeddo.
Wait,
I
what
rolled
did
an
Keth
18.
and Asher roll? I got a 21.
Okay, I had you two confused. Keth got a 23. Jebeddo got a 17. Is that right, Jebeddo? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anthony, you're so weird.
You are the weirdest.
All right.
The image is a nightmare. It's just so strange.
So I think
I don't know which is scary.
I think what's probably happening is that the little one is like, because it's not little. I mean, it's person sized already. It's just not the hulking 7.5 foot like muscly creature. So it's like on spindly legs, making its way out next to the much larger hulking one. So.
The head is Jebeddo's torso sized. The rest of the body is his hips down. That's what I'm imagining.
It's not quite that much. It's
just tiny little arms.
I'm imagining like literally baby proportion body, and then like
but with
massive
a
head,
massive
and then
head.
Baby proportioned head with a massive body.
Taller
me
and
too.
spindlier than that, but I'm okay. It's fine. It's a baby-sized body, and it's riding on the shoulder of the big muscly guy with the tiny head.
love it.
That's how they're laid out. Keth, you're first.
Just a mid-comedy fight thrown in.
Keth like just looks like confused at everybody and just shrugs and runs forward, cracks like brings his hands together and creates a quarterstaff and then cracks it in half.
Let's hit that weird thing.
So it's two broken sticks.
No, it turns back into the Redeemers.
It's just cracking. It's part of it.
You know you don't have to do that. You've never had to do that. You can just twist and pull them apart. It's fine. Let's hit things. No, it's fine. Let's hit things.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, and Keth just charges forward and takes 3 attacks.
Which are you attacking?
He's attacking baby body. Big head.
So I think, you're gonna. The first attack you'll do, you're just like gonna run up and like try to knock the baby head body off the shoulder.
Oh, excellent. So, 13. Or I'm sorry, a 26, a 20, and a nat 1.
Oh my god!
Okay, so you swing with the 26 and the 20. So you hit the baby body big head with that attack. So roll your damage.
Baby body big.
Baby body, big head.
32 damage.
Baby body, big head. Baby body.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna write BBBH.
Baby body big head.
For big body, baby head.
Oh no! I'm gonna write for
Capitals.
muscle body mini head will be the other one.
Okay.
Just do big head, little head, right? Would that make more sense? I don't know.
No, that doesn't work for me.
All right, that's fine.
So
sorry,
baby
I
body
suggested-
big head gets it for 31. Then something odd happens, Keth.
Now something odd happens.
You smash the first Redeemer into the creature, and it falls down off the shoulder.
Keth feels a little bad.
You smack it in the air with the Redeemer, and then you suddenly get this sensation from the sun. Like this, the bright light from the sun makes you stagger for a moment. You don't know what it is. It's like this burning feeling that wells up in you for a moment and then fades away. But it throws you off balance, and you miss your attack.
Oh my goodness. So as a bonus action, Keth is going to climb up run up the side of a building, like perch on a spot, and in preparation to jump in the future.
You're going to Assassin's Creed. Okay, Jennuvera, it's your turn.
Okay, so they bust out, and Jennuvera goes, "Oh no, 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 no!"
I didn't see this coming, Jen. Did you?
No. And she points her finger. She points her finger at Big Head.
Okay, baby body, big head.
At the big head. Just
At baby body, big head.
Yeah. And she casts Finger of Death.
My god.
She's just going, no, 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 pointing at it like, no, no, like hand like kind of over her eyes, but like not enough so that she can't see it. She's just like,
Yeah,
ugh.
please aim that one.
Yeah. She's not sawing. She's not doing like the saw.
Okay.
All right. So Constitution saving throw, which was it was very bad at last time.
And now that it's a baby.
Yeah.
Boy.
So it got a 15.
That does not pass. Right. I was just checking.
Whew.
Okay, so it's gonna take.
All while robots are still piling lizard folk onto the rubble of the barracks.
And they scramble out, right? Because now it's just like a big hole. And the robots just push them back in.
They eventually just form a pushing barrier.
It's like a lumberjack match.
So 51 plus 30. 51, 61, 51,
81.
81 damage.
Holy shit. And that's like a necrotic damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you cast this spell, and this energy emanates from your finger and pounds its way into this baby
Body, big head.
And you watch as the creature immediately begins to shrivel like a raisin. And within seconds, its skin puckered and dry. The desiccated remains are all that is left of Baby Body Big Head, whose power has been sucked away.
So, would you consider, since it has a head and a body, it humanoid?
It is a humanoid.
Okay, so now this shrivelly Baby Body Big Head is a zombie.
No.
Okay.
Oh god,
That's
why?
the worst. That's the worst.
So
Jesus
the creature,
Christ.
now desiccated, its eyes pop back open, milky white in there, and it like rises up. Go ahead and make an action for it this turn.
She's gonna say, "Hey, can you take out your other half for me? Just like smash your head into its head."
It jumps onto the creature and begins attacking.
Oh my god.
It doesn't look super effectual. This baby body
Yeah.
swinging in, but it's trying its best. And the other one definitely seems surprised with its mini muscular body, mini head. It seems surprised. Asher, it's your turn.
Oh my god. I just don't even know.
I hate this.
So it was. I can't tell if this is a zombie or not. So I know one of them is definitely a zombie.
Yeah, so you are certain the other one is a zombie, and you're pretty sure that Jennuvera wouldn't have been able to make it a zombie if it was already a zombie.
Okay, good to know. I cast on the other one, Blight. 8d8 necrotic damage or on a failed save. So it has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
It rolled a 21.
So it takes half of the damage. So still 8d8 though, which is still a lot of dice. Not that much dice. It would have been 34 necrotic damage full.
So it's 17 necrotic?
Yes. So, and if it is a magical plant, it's got to tell
It's
me.
not a plant. However, it is not a plant. However, what happens if it is a plant?
If you target a plant or a creature,
You have to tell us.
it makes the saving throw at disadvantage, and the spell deals maximum damage to it.
So, this is clearly not a plant, right? This is a fleshy creature. It's a gnoll. It's a super strong gnoll, but it's definitely just a gnoll. But something's
a-
weird.
Grassy.
Oh, boo. Disconnect, delete.
And that's
delete,
our
control,
show,
alt,
everybody. That's what the
It's
whole
funny
show
you
was
say
working
that.
towards.
It's funny you say
Alt
that
F4.
because Blight deals max damage.
What? So what's 8 times 8? Takes 64 necrotic damage.
So it takes 128 necrotic damage and is instantly desiccated as well. As you watch the life sucked away from it, and
Whoa.
whatever was healing it is pulled away as well. This creature, it just almost deflates in front of you as the dry husk falls to the ground.
I feel like we should have had that job, and you guys should have had this job.
Spooky Todd walks past the group and places a foot directly on top of Baby Body Big Head, and then just swings down with a hammer that just shatters the creature in light.
My zombie!
Yes.
Honestly, thank you, Spooky Todd. That thing was a nightmare.
He says nothing.
Hey, Todd.
What were you doing in the basement, bud?
Adnan says, well, there was an opportunity to try for the fusion of certain components to see if they might warrant more favorable outcomes and results for adventurers going forward. Your augmentations, enhancements, never really worked appropriately, though, so I just canceled the whole thing.
You were trying to make a super Nolger serum in the basement?
Oh, that would have been good.
I still like Grassy
Would have
Knoll.
been good. Not that it was good. It would have been good.
I never intended for it to be used on gnoll physiology, per se. Perhaps there's something different about them that allowed the process to take. The lizard folk know that I did not, in any event, no, it was really meant to be more for regular adventurers, not our enemies, no. It does look like it worked, though. I will say. Redbridge rolls her eyes so hard.
Oh my goodness. Kev jumps down and joins the group.
Yeah, and that's when Jebeddo turns to look at the barrier around Gorm.
So, how do we crack that egg? Do we have the bird? No.
No. The magic man steps forward and he places his hand near the barrier, like he's like feeling across it. And Patrick walks up behind him and places a hand on his back. Patrick is back in Patrick form, not in angel form. And,
Little baby boy.
yeah.
Baby boy, angel body? No, angel angel boy, baby body?
Boy body, angel form.
I did not like that.
So he, you guys are probably closer than most, but he's whispering something to the magic man whose head is lowered down, and he's got his hand out, and then he turns back, tears in his eyes, and he walks back over and he says, "That is a very powerful magical shield as well. That one I fear we won't have the same luck with, though. That one is more focused on his expectations. He has shut out our ability to pull it down, and I think if he tried, we would just face another and another."
Magic Man, it's okay. It's not... Don't cry.
Oh, it's
Jennuvera is getting very upset.
not that. Don't worry.
What is it?
It has been some time since I have felt the touch of the divine, such as that.
Jennuvera holds out her arms for a hug.
Yeah, he hugs you. And then Patrick wraps himself around both of your legs.
Jebeddo reaches into his boot and pulls out his thieves' tools, and into his bag and pulls out the locked journal, and he opens it.
So you go to place the thieves' tools in the locked journal, and you begin to pick the lock, and then as you start to do that, a hand grabs your hands, and you look up and it's Elatrix. And he shakes his head. "No. That is not for you." And he moves your hand, and he takes the book from you. When I was created, I was given a purpose. That purpose was to guide my people back here. I read that purpose wrong. I saw myself as one who was meant to lead not just my people, but this place, this world. It was a part of me that I was always trying, fighting, scrambling to hold on to. But it never quite fit. And in many ways, I feel I did a terrible job. This was a gift. Once. A gift from someone who I would like to think would wish she could be here now. In a way, what Gorm represents, indeed any of them could be. We deal with this Gorm who is not from here. But his choices, his decisions, they are not that different from what any of us, not of the greater races, could make. Nothing tells me that more than the stories you passed to me of the other times Gorm has tried. I, not me, but the other me's, made choices, thought I understood and knew better. And it's clear now that I did not. There is a need for those of you, and you four in particular, those of the greater races, to make these choices, to make these decisions, because we cannot be held responsible for them. This gift represents to me the last piece of guidance that I can give to you. We have fought to get to this moment. We have fought and scrapped and clawed our way here. And in other opportunities, across divination, we have tried other things and we have failed. And never have we had the opportunity before us that we have now. And paramount among that is you. It is you who makes this choice, and not someone like me. He takes the book and he puts a hand on either side of it. He says, I have one last gift to give you. One last chance to push him away forever. Stop him. Destroy him. But remember the place he comes from. Remember why he does this. Hold on to that you might carry some mercy for yourselves. The book begins to glow with blue energy, and Elatrix seems to be drawing from that energy. And you watch as his glow begins to rise in him, golden rays coming off of him brightly. And he flashes for a second into the coatl form standing in front of you, and that energy pushes out from him and washes over the four of you. It is warm, and it is loving, and it is touching on all parts of your being. Your soul feels full. Your wounds close. Your weariness subsides. Your power floods your body. And as your vision clears, the coatl lays down before you. Dead. Lanier steps toward the remains of Elatrix, and he places a hand over the eyes of the creature. He says, "Rest easy, my son." And he turns to look at you. And he nods. Redbridge lets out a wail.
Jebeddo goes to console her.
You can feel in her posture, in her demeanor, as you place a hand on her back, you can feel the weariness weighing on her. You can feel the weight of everything that has come before. Every trial, every battle. And she is spent. The others, they stand around at various states of similar experience.
I imagine Jennuvera has not let go of the Magic Man or Patrick, and I imagine they also have not let go.
No.
Asher kneels in front of Elatrix, slumped over, coatl form, puts his hands on his body and just says, "Thank you for guiding us and everything."
Lon,
Keth walks forward.
oh, go ahead. Keth.
Keth walks forward and also kneels next to Elatrix and puts his hand on him. He pulls back his hood that he had drawn up after feeling that weird sensation from the sun, and just says, "We won't let you down." And then gets up and walks back to the circle so he can see everybody again, and puts back his hood and just stands there ready.
When you are ready to begin, Jennuvera, I think I can open a way for 5 of you to pass through.
But you'll be fine, right?
I should be.
Okay, you can't lie to me. You know that, right?
He smiles.
That's a rule. That's our rule.
I think I would need a question to be able to answer that question, Jennuvera.
Will you be fine if you do that?
I will be fine.
Okay. Jennuvera walks over to Jebeddo, Asher, Keth, and Evian.
All right, y'all. Elatrix guided us home. There's only one thing left for us to do now.
Don't hold anything back in there. Even if we don't walk away from this, we need to stop this here. It's on us.
Jebeddo locks eyes with Hilarion and nods. He doesn't say a word.
She steps forward. You can see that she is very shaken by things that have occurred here, but you also know that this isn't the same Hilarion.
Mm-hmm.
She steps up and she says, "Do not waste this chance."
You've all got to be ready. And Jebeddo turns to the magic man and starts walking toward the bubble.
Jennuvera holds out her hands to whoever's next to her on either side.
Yeah, Keth does too.
Asher does as well.
Jebeddo grabs a hold of both of them.
All right, guys. Let's do this for Elatrix, and let's do this for Gillick.
Let's do this for everyone we've lost.
And everybody to come.
Let's do this for us.
The 5 of you begin to walk, or the 6 of you begin to walk forward. Evian draws the blade. Runes have been etched across the long blade, the hilt inset with gems. It is truly a beautiful piece of craftsmanship. She looks down at the sword in her hands. She tightens her grip on the blade. She says, "I am so grateful to the 4 of you to give me an opportunity to save this world. This is goodbye for me. But I want you to know that I accept this. But I would like to speak with Keth for a moment, if I could."
Absolutely.
She pulls you aside, Keth, And she says, "What you have done for me, I fear I have repaid you poorly. I don't know why or how these effects have found their way into you, but I can see that you are being affected nonetheless."
Keth cinches up the hood a little bit more and looks down but nods.
"Here is what I can tell you. You do not carry the same curse that I carry. You are not dead, as I am. You do not cling to undeath, as I do. And by that metric, I think you will likely live the regular lifespan that you are meant to live. But know this. You will have effects from what we have done. And for that, I cannot ever tell you how sorry I am.
Will I need to feed?
I suspect so. If it is anything like what affects me, you will not find sustenance any other way.
Evian, don't think poorly of what you did or what happened. Your sacrifice is beyond anything we could have hoped for, and we're lucky to have you. So whatever sacrifice I needed to make and will make will have been worth it if we could pull this off. So be strong, and we're here with you till the very end.
She has a very small smile crosses her lips, and she says, "Well, Keth, I don't think you'll have to wait very long. Let's go."
Keth puts his arm around Evian as walks back towards the group.
Okay. We may begin. She turns back and looks at the assembled people. She raises the blade above her head. And then she turns back just as the magic man pulls open a small opening just big enough for a person to pass through. Jebeddo, you're fine. And and the five of you. He says, "Quickly!"
As we step forward, Keth reaches up his hand and manifests Verdun.
And as you step in beyond, the draconic form of Gorm is still in the center of this ritual space, his eyes whited over. And Evian raises the blade, pointing toward him. She says, "I speak with the voice of Pereneth, with the strong people, proud and solid. I speak with the voice of Carapath, adventurous and brave. I speak with the voice of Verena, sly and crafty. I speak with the voice of Ishtara, determined and solid. I speak with the voice of Bradmont, noble." She falters for a moment, and the blade has begun to glow as she speaks, but you can feel the tension in her voice as it begins to crack under the pressure.
I put my hand on her shoulder as she speaks.
"I speak with the voice of Emberfall, shrewd and powerful. I speak with all of the voices of New Merida. As its High King, I stand before you with a command to the divine itself. You shall not hold this form." And a beam of light emits from the blade, And you watch as the power rushes from her and through the sword, washing over Gorm, and he lets out a roar. Roar! And the light just overwhelms him as his form shrinks down. The blade still outstretched, still pulling from Evian, her face withering and aging. And as the last light fades from the tip of the sword, it clatters to the ground as she falls to dust. As the light fades, Gorm Tintreach, the dark wizard you once saw step from a portal in a tower, stands, a look of furious anger on his face. His lips contort as he turns to look at each of you. You have made a mistake. I tried to warn you. You have made a mistake. And now you die. Thunder claps overhead. Hey everyone, just a couple quick reminders. If you like the show, don't forget to tell your friends. And you can head over to patreon.com/adventureinc and become a patron as well. You can also head to our website, adventureincpod.com, for links to our social media and the store where you can find t-shirts, stickers, and more. That's all. We'll see you next week.
Serious business.